Deputy Speaker, sir. Thank you for allowing me to take part in the short duration discussion under Rule 50, Rules Procedure and Conduct of Business regarding the price affecting the people in the state. Sir, I won't take much time. I just have a few points to make. Even though everybody of us, we know that each and everyone is reeling under the burden of price rise, not only in our state, but in the country as a whole. But we have seen in the past that our state is a peace-loving state. We hardly seen people coming to the street agitating for price rise. In the plain, we have seen if the cooking gas, the price is raised by 50 paisa, people will come to the street. But still here, we still take this burden that we felt that life has to go on. Price rise is a natural phenomenon. It has to take place. The price cannot stagnate, but I'm not saying that we will accept as it is. There is a say, sir, with the continuous increasing of petrol and diesel, the price, the skyrocket of the price, there is a say that I quote, the way petrol price are increasing, it shall eventually be cheaper to just hire people to push your car, unquote. We have seen this has been there. But as I have said in my opening remark, that this is a phenomenon that we cannot get rid of it. It is a time, even though there is a price rise for essential commodities, for petrol, for diesel, for hospital bill, for school fees, but mechanism has to be in place from the government. It is the time, if we look at the section of the farmer, in any local market, if we go, if the farmer will bring the agricultural product, be it a ginger, be it broom, be it banana, pineapples, vegetable, or any other product. We have seen in any local market, the market is usually controlled by the middleman, is usually controlled by the agent for the price. So directly, indirectly, it will affect the farmer. There is a time they can sell on a higher price. There is a time that they cannot sell on a higher price because the price is regulated and controlled by this middleman. So the mechanism has to be there in place in the state as a whole, be it a regulated market in any places that has been notified by the government to help to see that the price can be controlled for the benefit of the farmer at large. At the same time, for their produce also, if they get higher price, it is a benefit. Because it is not easy to control the price of petrol and diesel and essential commodities. It won't remain the same, it will increase. That's why we have to look at the broader angle. And we have to see at the minimum wages where the government can see. Because at present, the unskilled minimum wage is 373, semi-skilled is 423, skilled is 473, highly skilled is 522. It is the time that even though now and then this has been increased, but side by side, this also it has to collaborate together so that we can see that the wages can be increased so that the laborer, they will be benefit out of it. With regard to the another product produced by the farmer in our state, we have other product also. For example, I'll give you a very simple example, like the erisil. Erisil in Khasi language we call jairendia. We need to have a proper awareness for our farmer, for our weavers, for value addition. There should be a proper mechanism to guide them so that they can have a proper value addition. For example, for a shawl of rupees 2,000, if it will be valued properly, it can be sold at the price of 3,000 to 300. So indirectly, when they benefit from the product they produce, they can meet up with the challenges of price rise that we have been through. So I would like to see that the government will look into the issue of high bill, the expensive bill even in hospital. Forget about the private hospital. Now when we talk about the government hospital, civil hospital in a district headquarters, there is a nominal fees that used to be charged for diagnose for any disease or for X-ray or for ultrasound. If this can be reduced, it should not be too much. It should be nominal fees so that it should not hamper so much for the poor people and the needy at large. I fully agree with the point that has been raised by my colleague about the electricity bill also, which we used to consume. The unit that we consume is the same every month, but the bill is higher and higher every month. It increased by 200, 300, it's like that. For the past 6 months, 1 year, is like that. This has to be regulated properly so that it won't affect so much, especially the poor family. This has to be looked into. Apart from the essential commodities that is skyrocket the price, the government has been trying. We have seen initiative taken by the government to uplift the livelihood of the women through NRLM, through the focus. Government have trying their best. At the same time, take into account for the benefit of the people at large. We have to see and regulate the price as much as we can. With regard to another point, which is very important for the class 2, class 3 contractor, as my colleague have already said, it is high time to help them to support so that they can earn their livelihood by the standing, so that they can stand in their own feet, to try to see, to explore possibility from government department, of different department, for inviting, exploring tenders and all, so that this contractor who have been registered also, they will give a space so that they will get a chance to earn whatever they can get, so that they can support their family and their other means of life. At the same time, to support the farmer, the agriculture department, they have to look into for this market for the farmer so that they can sell their produce properly, where the price can be regulated so that it won't affect the farmer at large. So this is my few submission, and I hope that through this discussion, directly, indirectly, we have to look into to deal with this phenomenon, that it has been there and it will be there. It won't end the price rise, but we have to tackle differently of how to see, to find out mechanism to deal with this. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to take part in this short duration discussion.